Hi, I'm Steve Giles.
And I'm Chris Johnson from The Naked Vocalist. We are back at the piano for another episode of the warm-up series.
And today we are looking at the tricky Lip Trill.
Now, the Lip Trill is a great addition to the warm-up series for a couple of reasons.
Yeah, we all know that the synchronization of muscle and air is one of the most integral parts of singing. So the lip bubble really assists us in this process.
And because of that assistance, it helps to balance out airflow to a point where singing a lip trill, when done correctly, can be quite relaxing, which helps us get into our range quickly and easily. Okay, now here's how to do it. It can be quite tricky, but to begin with, we just want to get the lip bit right, okay? So take your fingers, pop them on your jaw, like Steve is doing now, slightly raise your cheeks, and give me a... Now, to have your fingers here, it looks stupid, I know, but it keeps your lips to roll freely. Try not to have your fingers too close to your lips, otherwise you'll inhibit. Try and do it now, man. Ridiculous, okay? And if you stretch your lips too much towards the back, it's going to be inhibited again. So, just slightly raised, so they can roll freely.
Yeah, and in addition to that, in order to make sure we're doing things right, we really want to work towards a certain sound underneath our lip bubble. And that sound you want to aim for is an instead of something like an E, because that's going to be the result of something that maybe isn't quite right. So, what we mean is
Oh, yeah.
And if I was to do E, that is what it would sound like.
It wouldn't sound quite right. And the reason why we're using is just to keep the larynx kind of low and stable, so we can be relaxed and get up into the range easy. And so my beautiful assistant Steve is going to demonstrate the lip trill for us. First off, in the man's key, which we're going to start off down on C3 there, and we're going to take a long scale because we want to get up to the upper ranges quicker, and it's this scale. Okay, you got that? And so, with our correct finger position and the right vowel underneath being we're going to go. Sounds really relaxed. Nice and consistent. This is a warm-up, so it doesn't need to be strong, okay? And if we were going to be a lady,
thank you.
Might as well take it a little further. Hopefully we'll get a bead of sweat. Sweating? No, he's alright.
I'm alright.
He's alright.
I'm alright.
So, there you have it, but what could possibly go wrong?
Well, as we said at the start, airflow plays a massive role in this. And if that's out of sync at any point, you can have one or two results. One being, which is too much air for muscle, and the other one is, which is too much muscle for air. So if I get that balance right, clearly the scale is going to end very quickly if either of those two things happen. So we want to keep a consistent airflow, tone, and basically everything the same throughout the whole scale.
That's right, we're talking volume, intensity, how relaxed you are, and the airflow, as Steve pointed out, so that if all that's consistent, then the lip trill itself will be more consistent and you can perform it well. The other thing to remember is, again, that lip position and that finger position. If that creeps out of place, you may inhibit those lips from rolling, and that will stop the exercise too. And also, try not to pierce your lips like you're blowing, but rather leave them really flappy and not let them get tense. That way you'll have more success with this.
So that was the lip trill. It's tricky to begin with, but please stick with it because it is one of the best exercises you can use for warming up. I'd even go as far to say it's probably the best exercise for warming up.
I totally agree.
If you have any questions about it or you're struggling, please get in contact with us at our website.
And that is thenakedvocalist.com. But for ongoing tips and tricks, please subscribe to our podcast on iTunes. You can search that under The Naked Vocalist. But we will put links to all of this stuff in the comments box below. Okay, you alright?
No.
You alright? Come on. Do you need to get warmed up? Do you want to get warmed up? Come on, throw me a bone, mate.